Thanks again for coming back to my station. Did you know that over 90% of what people say to each other isn't spoken? You might not notice that a woman is interested in you even though she's giving you clear signs. Most guys miss these subtle signs because they don't know what to look for. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete understanding of the signs women send when they're interested in you. Even better, you'll know how to respond with confidence. And make sure you watch all the way to the end because I have a bonus tip that most men never figure out that makes the difference between guys who easily attract women and guys who are always left wondering what went wrong. Welcome to Emma, your go-to channel for real, relatable advice on how to deal with the complicated worlds of love and relationships. 1. Hyper-awareness of your presence. When a woman likes you, she may become more aware of your presence without even realizing it. It's not just how often and how subtly she looks at you, it's how she does it. If you walk into a coffee shop and she looks up, that's normal. But if she does it again a few minutes later, maybe she slightly changes her posture, tucks her hair behind her ear, or straightens her back as if she's subconsciously getting ready to be noticed. That's her brain registering your presence, because when we're drawn to someone, our awareness sharpens. Selective attention is what psychologists call it. It's the same reason you start seeing the new car you bought everywhere on the road. When something or someone is important to you, your mind locks onto it. A study in the Psychological Science Journal says that attraction makes us more aware of and able to follow someone's movements, even when there are a lot of people around. If she always seems to know where you are, it's likely that she's paying attention to you for more than one reason. 2. She likes to fix her hair. Now, before you think that every woman who does this is interested in you, let's break this down properly. Women play with their hair for many reasons, but when it comes to attraction, it's often subconsciously pay close attention to when she does it. Whether she's twirling a piece between her fingers, brushing it back over and over, or making a change it when she talks to you. These are classic priming behaviors, small, instinctual things people do to look better and get more attention. Think about it this way: when people are interested in someone, they naturally want to look their best, and study in evolutionary psychology backs this up. According to this study, women automatically change how they look when they feel attracted. This is why a woman might become very aware of smudged lipstick or a dress that isn't straight when she's talking to someone she finds attractive. If she plays with her hair every time you talk, especially if she makes eye contact while doing it, she's probably subconsciously showing interest. 3. She licks her lips. The lips are one of the sexiest and most expressive parts of the body. You may not even be aware of how attraction works. If a woman looks at you and licks or moistens her lips, it's not just a coincidence, it's often an unconscious sign of interest. In the middle of a talk, she licks her lips for a split second while keeping eye contact. This is a micro-expression or a short, unplanned movement that shows how someone is feeling before they even know it. Why does this happen? There are physical effects of attraction. When a woman finds someone beautiful, her body gets ready for a connection. One of these effects is that she makes more saliva. A study published in the Journal of Behavioral Psychology explains that our mouths naturally become drier when we're nervous or excited, causing us to lick our lips more often. But here's the key context. Matters if she licks her lips while she's talking to you, looks at your lips while you speak, or even lightly bites her lower lip. She's not just keeping them moisturized, she's signaling that she's paying attention to you in a way that goes beyond casual conversation. But she mirrors your body language. Most people don't even realize when they do this, but mirroring is one of the strongest non-verbal ways we build connection with someone. It's an instinctive way of saying, I'm on the same wavelength as you. You lean in slightly while talking. She does the same. You cross your legs, and a few moments later, she crosses hers. You take a sip of your drink, and suddenly she reaches for hers too. This is called the chameleon effect, a phenomenon where people unconsciously mimic the behavior of someone they're attracted to. Why does this happen? Because mirroring builds trust and connection. Social psychology study has shown that people are more likely to feel at ease and interested in others if they move, talk, or have the same amount of energy as them. Think about the last time you had a conversation with someone you really connected with. Chances are you started adopting similar gestures and even facial expressions without realizing it. The same thing happens when a woman is interested in you. So if you start noticing her subtly matching your movements, take it as a strong sign that she's tuned into you more than anyone else in the room. 5, she shows her neck. The neck is one of the most delicate and vulnerable areas of the body. And when a woman exposes it around you, whether consciously or unconsciously, it can be a strong indicator of attraction. Have you ever noticed a woman tilting her head slightly while talking to you? Maybe she runs her fingers along her collarbone, plays with a necklace, or gently touches the side of her neck. These small, instinctive movements aren't random, they're subtle signals of openness and trust. From an evolutionary perspective, leaving the neck out in public is a subconscious way of showing femininity and vulnerability. It's the same reason why people naturally tilt their heads when they're highly engaged in a conversation. It makes them seem more approachable. Psychologists say that these actions are preying behaviors that are meant to get your attention in a subtle but effective way. If she's doing this while looking at you or during important parts of your conversation, it's probably a sign that she's comfortable and interested. Before we go any further, if you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us grow and makes you an important part of our journey, and we thank you very much for your contribution. 6. This is one of the most obvious signs that a woman is interested in you. She will unconsciously find ways to close the distance between you. For example, you're at a social event standing in a group, and every time the conversation changes, you'll notice that she's right there, close enough that she could easily brush against you. She might lean in slightly when you speak, angle her body towards you, or even find reasons to stand next to you instead of across from you. This is called proximity theory, and it's a concept in psychology that explains how physical closeness increases. Studies on attraction show that the more open someone is with you, the more likely it is that you'll connect with them. Here's the thing, people don't gravitate toward things they're not interested in. If she's choosing to be close to you, especially when she has other options, that means she likes you. There's no chance. It's a reflex. 7. She looks at him for a long time. Eye contact is one of the most powerful ways people show interest without words. A quick glance might not mean much, but if a woman looks at you for longer than usual, she's probably trying to connect with you. Think about the last time you looked someone in the eyes and felt like you had a meaningful connection. It wasn't just a glance, it was a moment or two longer than usual, maybe even just enough to make you wonder if it was intentional. If she doesn't break the gaze right away, or if she looks away and then back at you, that's a classic sign of attraction. Dr. Arthur Aaron, a psychologist known for his work on attraction, asked strangers to make eye contact for only 4 minutes. Many of the people who took part said they felt more attracted to each other afterward, feeling a strong bond. Long-term eye contact makes people feel more alert, and some even said it felt like falling in love. 8. She shows her palms, which releases oxytocin, a hormone that's linked to attraction and bonding. If she makes eye contact and holds it for a little longer than necessary, she's not just looking, she's bringing you into a deeper, unspoken moment of connection. People don't realize how much their hands can reveal about how they really feel, but open palm gestures are one of the clearest signs of trust and receptivity. For example, if you're talking to a woman and she naturally gestures with her hands, her palms should be facing up or resting on the table so they're visible. These small, subtle movements show that she's comfortable with you and wants to talk to you. On the other hand, closed fists, crossed arms, or hands tucked out of sight are classic defensive gestures. Body language experts say that when we trust someone, we naturally show more of ourselves. For example, open palms show honesty, warmth, and a desire to interact. This is why great public speakers often use open hand gestures. It makes them look more trustworthy. The same rule applies in personal interactions. If a woman talks to you with her hands open and visible, she's not only interested in the conversation, she's also subconsciously sending a message that she's comfortable and maybe even attracted to you. 9. She touches you playfully. Touch is one of the strongest signs of attraction, and when a woman makes physical contact, even if it's just a little, it's usually not an accident. Pay attention to the little things. She might tap your arm when she laughs at your joke, nudge you for fun when she wants to tease you about something, or talk to you while she does these things. She puts her hand lightly on your elbow for a second. All of these things are ways to see if you're comfortable and get closer. Give it some thought. People don't touch people they don't care about, so if she's trying to make casual physical contact, she's probably thinking about him. For example, when you touch someone physically, your body releases oxytocin, which is often called the bonding hormone. This is the same chemical that makes emotional connections stronger between couples. That's why even a simple touch, like rubbing shoulders as you walk, or a quick playful push, can make feelings stronger without a word being spoken. But here's the important thing. If she's looking for reasons to touch you, especially in a flirty way, she's probably just testing the waters to see how you'll react. Bonus: explain what to do when you see these signs. There you have it. You've made it this far and are now officially a member of our real group. Enjoy your bonus tip. It's one thing to notice signs of attraction. Most men mess up when they try to react. Not only do you need to be aware of the signs, you also need to act in a way that attracts without going too far. If she looks at you, hold your gaze for 1 second longer before smiling. This will show that you're sure of yourself without seeming too intense. If she copies your moves, smile afterward. Slowly shift your weight and see if she does the same. If she does, it means she is unconsciously tuned into you. If she touches you playfully, do the same. Subtly touch her forearm, not grabbing her, to make a point. Small, confident movements like this strengthen the connection. If she moves closer to you, don't step back. Many guys freak out and move away without realizing she's closing the gap on purpose. Instead, stay grounded, hold your ground, and lean in a little when responding to her. This is the key to confidence. Women respond to men who are aware but not desperate, confident but not arrogant. Attraction isn't about chasing, it's about recognizing signals and responding in a way that lets the connection grow naturally. If you've watched till this point, I want you to comment below. I see the signs that way. I'll know you're part of the real community, the ones who actually pay attention and want to level up in their interactions. If you got value from this video, hit the like button. It's one of the easiest ways to support the channel, and it helps more people see this content. Plus, it lets us keep bringing you high-quality videos like this every single day. And if you haven't yet, subscribe and turn on notifications, because we break down attraction, confidence, and dating dynamics in a way that's simple, practical, and actually works. Also, share this video with a friend who might be missing out on these signals. Help them out. You never know who needs to hear this. We've also recommended the perfect video for you on your screen right now. Click on it, and we'll see you back here in the next video.